Are you interested in leading an effective mastermind group that uplifts and creates growth for members? Then you're in luck, because this is the video for you. A well-structured mastermind group can be a game changer for participants and even for you as the leader of the mastermind. So in this video, I'm going to dive into some of the key characteristics that make a mastermind group work really, really well. Now, you can use this whether you're starting a free mastermind with a group of colleagues or friends, or whether you want to create some paid mastermind groups. Now, if you do want to do mastermind groups as a business, I have specific videos on that exact topic. So I highly recommend checking out some of my other videos on masterminds as a business. And while you're at it, why don't you just hit the like button, subscribe to my channel so that you'll get notified about future videos like this. All right, let's go. Now, the original idea for mastermind group came from Napoleon Hill. I think the first time that he wrote about it in a book is in the book Think and Grow Rich, which you may have heard of. It's pretty famous. But essentially, he observed that all of these icons of wealth, like Getty and Rockefeller and Morgan and all these wealthy men specifically, that they all had these groups of other wealthy men that they exchanged ideas with and that helped them improve themselves, better themselves, and they cross-pollinated ideas and strategies with each other. That's the first known origin of the term mastermind. These days, people use the phrase or term mastermind group to refer to a group of people that come together to uplift and support each other in their growth. Now, that could be in business growth or personal growth or all sorts of different contexts within which a mastermind group can function. Specifically here, we're going to be talking about business masterminds. The first and foremost thing that makes a mastermind work and work well is who's in the mastermind. So as someone, if you're the person who's leading it, designing it, facilitating it, then it's your job to enroll and invite the best possible people. More than almost any other type of business structure, whenever you're doing a mastermind or a group program, one bad apple truly can spoil the bunch. So you have to be super mindful of who you're inviting in. I've been in mastermind groups and I've left mastermind groups because there's one person that made the experience super challenging. And I'm not the only one. This is not an unusual experience. So you want to be ultra mindful of who you bring in, what their values are they in alignment? Do they want the same thing? Do they have a similar intention? And very, very, very importantly, are they coming to give or receive? In a great mastermind group, people come to do both equally. If someone is coming into a mastermind group only to get, then that's going to do the opposite of elevate that group. That's going to bring the group down. What makes a mastermind group work really well is when every single person is 100% committed to bringing their A game and contributing to the other people in the group. That means, for example, coming and attending the entire meeting. It doesn't work when somebody's like, oh, I can just come and stay for my turn and then leave. That defies the entire concept of a mastermind group. Which brings me to the second thing that you really need to have in place for a group like this to work is standards, boundaries, and agreements. And high standards, meaning what do you do? What are the rules when somebody can't stay the whole time? Do they get to take a turn? Does that happen only once, but then every time after that, they have to stay the whole time, right? So you want to look at what gives a mastermind group value is 100% participation from incredibly aligned people. So you want to bring in those aligned people and then make sure that they show up in service to everyone else. And this brings me to a question that people have. Do I charge for it? Do I make it free? Well, I mean, it can work either way, and I've seen it work either way, and I've also seen it go badly either way. So I don't think it matters. It's not a yes or no. It's more of a making sure that you do either one the right way. What that means is that when people pay, they pay attention. And so a very easy way to make sure people are engaged and involved and more likely to show up fully is to charge some money for it. And in fact, if you are doing this as a business, then you definitely want to charge for it. But you can make it free, and it can work free if you have really clear agreements about what the expectations are, and make sure that people are committed to those expectations and live by them, or else, right? Spelling out the consequences, for example, of too many absences or talking to people the wrong way, which is another really important thing. So agreements around show up and contribution, and also having agreements and standards and boundaries around how people participate, how they show up, how they communicate with each other. One of the things that I do is I have a one-page guidelines, mastermind guidelines on how to deliver and receive feedback from each other. Here's what we say, here's what we don't say. We say thank you for that feedback. We don't say, oh, that's a terrible idea. We don't tell somebody, hey, you should do this. We tell somebody, I invite you to consider this, right? So we have certain language that helps us contribute in the very best way possible. Another thing you need to do as the organizer of a mastermind group is decide how often are we going to meet and what's the format. There's all kinds of masterminds out there. In fact, I'm sure I've done some videos on different mastermind structures, so go take a look at those. And I'll say that you can have a mastermind that meets once a year for a few days, or you can have a mastermind that meets a few hours every month. You can have a mastermind that meets once a quarter in person and once a month on Zoom, right? So live, virtual, multi-day, a few hours, right? You can structure it however you want to. Just think about geography. Do people have to fly in? Do you have a mastermind group with people all over the world or all over the United States? Or are you geographically close together? You might want to meet in person if you are. Another thing that mastermind groups do really well is to create a culture and a structure for accountability. One of the hardest things about a mastermind is that a lot of times creators get together, they deliver a bunch of ideas to each other, and then they leave and go back to their world, and poof, all of it is gone. Is there a way that you could provide, or that the group could provide, accountability to each other for the things that people are committing to? So you might pair people up into smaller groups, or pair people up or put in triads and have accountability groups that maybe meet offline separately from the main group. Another thing you might want to consider, which I've seen work really well, is have some sort of group chat that people can use in between the mastermind meetings. So I personally we use a Slack channel, a Slack group, and that's a place where we're able to stay in communication in between our meetings. And finally, make sure that you're getting feedback from people so you can iterate the program and adjust it. Don't feel bad if you've got to make some changes. It's never going to be perfect right out of the gate. The idea is that this is a group of creative, incredible individuals that you're pulling together, and you're probably going to need to make some adjustments along the way to make sure that it serves them at the highest level. I hope this was valuable for you. I hope that you're inspired to create and launch your own mastermind group. I think it's a fantastic model, and I love my groups. If you want to have more advice about how to monetize these things or how to do them more effectively, we can connect. You can go to superstaractivator.com/go, and that's where you'll start the process of seeing if and how one of my programs might be right for you.